Dominican Republic teams. A couple of interesting ones there.
For Trinidad and Tobago, we have Kiefer Devines, Onika George, Ornella George, Kadira George, Afia Glasgow, Daniqua Gordon, Kalisha Harry, Jade Husbands, Tandia Jack, Angel Jorsling. It's come off there, so I'm going to have to switch to get the rest of the names, but you can see the teams now. The camaraderie is visible as they're standing in their lines about to take the pitch. Leah Kantiba there, captain, followed by Onika George, Kalisha Harry, Aquila, O'Brien. They're walking on, they're looking excited for this match.
First time onto the field for Dominican Republic, so they'll be a little bit nervy. They got that out of, Trinidad and Tobago got that out of the way a little bit earlier.
It's great to see some returning faces from Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic team is one of those that has been competing in the 10s, and their journey where they started out with their women's 7s team, the development meant that they could now start playing 10s, and it is wonderful to see that they've been able to make it out with a full squad for 12s, developing towards women's 15s in the Caribbean and Rugby Americas North region.
Yeah, again, similar situation to many of the other teams. They pull from the island, and then a few other spots around other countries. I know USA is somewhere where they pull a lot of players for.
Notably, Gracie Martinez come in from the USA. She is playing American football there in addition to rugby.
Yep, came through South Florida, one of the local girls in my area, and went off to Life University, played at pretty much the highest level you can play for women's rugby in the USA if you don't get on the national team, so a great place to be. So we've got Trinidad and Tobago getting us underway in the black and red striped shirts, kicking towards the Dominican Republic in white and red on the left of your screen.
A knock on there means it's going to be a scrum to Trinidad and Tobago. It will be interesting to see. The scrums are not equally matched, so it's going to be very important for the players to maintain good form in this scrum.
Yeah, between the George sisters alone, you've got a very strong pack in Trinidad and Tobago, so it'll be interesting to see if the Dominican Republic can deal with this as we get started.
Great things about getting the 12s rugby going, increasing the numbers that are being played, is that the 15s format of rugby is the inclusive format. It means that players that may not be making the 7s team are able to have the opportunity to play in specialized positions that their bodies are needed for.
And the beauty of rugby, no matter what shape or size you are, there's a place for you to play. So digging it out. Panto, nice inside ball, takes a late hit, but they're already breaking ahead.
Daniqua Gordon, number 4, going ahead there. She recently returned from training camp in California with Rhinos.
That was one of the ladies that went over there. That's phenomenal. Yeah, it's been a great academy. I'm seeing some good stuff coming out of California.
Daniqua Gordon and Carlina Phillip, both on the roster for this tournament, and they both recently returned from the Rhinos training camp.
Trying my hardest to get Carolina Phillips to come and play for me at St. Thomas University over there in the US.
We've been discussing different development strategies, and this is one that Trinidad and Tobago has been implementing, and as we can see from the Dominican Republic team and some of the athletes that they have in, they've been doing something similar. Getting athletes into training camps, into educational programs where they're able to play rugby, it means that they get that level of experience, the game time, and they can bring it back and really help the development of their unions in their countries.
Absolutely. Now, a bit of a turnover of ball here. Dominican Republic trying to work their way out of their own try zone at this stage. They've dotted the ball down for safety, and that, I believe, should be a 22 dropout if she dotted it down herself.
Dominican Republic, known for their energy, their camaraderie. They are always a great team to have fun with in tournaments. So I'm looking forward to seeing them find their feet on the pitch and let that energy out in this game.
Go lines up out.
Absolutely. They've got a few experienced players in there, which is going to serve them well, but I see them mixing in with a few youngsters that look new to the game from, I don't recall their faces previously. That was a longer kick, so it went out just outside the 22.
Seeing the teams get in position there for the line out.
This back line of Trinidad and Tobago is interesting. They've got a lot of really good skills, very, very quick. Pantor obviously has a key for every lock.
Alex Lewis there in number 2 has international rugby experience in a number of different countries, so she brings that to now her home nation, Trinidad and Tobago.
So heavy hit to the ground there. Trinidad and Tobago coming away with this. Trying to work the outside. Lewis getting wrapped up quickly. Good pressure from the Dominican Republic team.
See Jade Husband there, close to the ruck, staying in position.
An offside by the Dominican Republic. The pack moving forward. This is where Trinidad and Tobago can do some really big damage and absorb some of that Dominican Republic defence, which would hopefully create the space outside. Stephen hit hard, went to ground right at the 22. Loose ball.
Stevens is known for capitalizing on those penalties. The referee slows it down. You see Coach Alexandra Olton there. You see the players coming in to take the scrum. Kiefer Devines from Tobago. One of the focuses for the Trinidad and Tobago Rugby Union is making sure that the sister island Tobago has equal opportunities and pathways for the national team.
Yeah, I noticed that on the roster. She might be the only girl from Tobago, is that right?
In this tournament, yes, but we do have more athletes who are training in Tobago, and the satellite national program has been developing very well.
Nice. Good stuff. Good job, Thomas. Slowed down there, picked up by the 8 finally, going backwards though.
Angel Jorsland taking that ball, keeping it in play. Alex Lewis running forward.
She has no problem carrying ball forward, does she?
It's been turned over. Dominican Republic, great support there. They're maintaining possession of the ball.
Knocked on there, Dominican Republic just couldn't quite handle it.
Hey, Lucas, this is the mark.
Just play flabby. I'm going to think about that a second.
This is Dominican Republic's first match for the day, and as we have been seeing, the first half to the second half, the first game to the second game, the development of these athletes and the way that they are adjusting and working together as a team continues to improve as we move through this tournament.
Absolutely, I don't think I've seen them since maybe 2019, I guess, in Barbados. Maybe it was the last time I saw Dominican Republic.
2019 was the last time that most of the players in this tournament have been able to take the pitch.
Danica Gordon looks lively over on that top side. She moves quickly, makes quick decisions early, gets on with it. She can cause you some problems.
Dominican Republic kicking to gain some ground there.
Solid kick from the 22, hits the halfway line, or a little shy of the halfway line there.
Letting the ball do some running for them.
Exactly, just sensible stuff. This is going to be a Dominican Republic line out. Good movement. Went over the back though. The 8-man got that. Or the 8-woman. Lewis takes a big hit. Working to the top side again. Quite well drilled, this Dominican Republic team. Look very comfortable on the ball.
Red not rolling away.
Red's not rolling away, referee says. So they'll take it to them. Looking for the space. They cross the 50. Managed to possess the ball. Working it out wide. They've got an extra one over. Can she go by? Good covering tackle from Trinidad and Tobago. Number 4, Danica Gordon. Nice stiff arm. Again, crosses the 50 one more time.
You see Dominican Republic moving the ball from side to side and then pushing forward, trying to split the Trinidad and Tobago defense.
Bianca Garcia is the scrum half. She's directing traffic quite well. Looks very comfortable over the ball. Right on the halfway line. They haven't been able to breach the 40 yet. They're getting close to it, but they look like they want to try and grind them down. They're weighing up their options and trying to figure out where the weak links in the Trinidad and Tobago armour are.
Still a score of 0-0. Both of these teams will be looking to get the first points on the board, if not the only.
Bit of a breeze going left to right, so Dominican Republic have that wind behind them right now.
Fine. Set. Hold your push. Hold your push. No line.
Ball's in. Trinidad and Tobago look like they're coming away with this one.
Again, the referee controlling the scrum there, making sure the position is correct for the athletes.
The danger woman.
Daniqua Gordon. Backpedaling, getting those yards, passed off to Nicolette Pantor. Kathleen taking in the ball. Kathleen Stevens, supported by Jade Husbands.
So that's a Trinidad and Tobago ball. Stevens telling everybody take a breath.
See Onika George there on the screen.
Scrum.
Ready for another big scrum. The replay there.
Box here. Focus. Box here.
You can see the Trinidad and Tobago team have matching headwear, and those are actually made by one of the players, Ornella George.
Coach! Fine! Set! Yes, no.
Dominican Republic doing quite well in the scrum against a much bigger pack from Trinidad and Tobago, getting underneath them a little bit. So TNT are going to go away with this. They cross, nice offload. She managed to pick it up again. She's popping up all over the place. Is Gordon, right?
These regional tournaments are a great place to see what's working in development. We're definitely seeing that the opportunities that athletes are having to travel internationally, get onto different circuits, have training camps, enter into different competitions, get game time. We've seen it with the Jamaican team as well. They have an international development camp in the UK in particular, and I know that there are going to be some big things coming up for the Caribbean region tied into that development program in the UK.
Another solid kick from the Dominican Republic, crossing into the 50, territory of Trinidad and Tobago. We were looking at pretty much the same squad that started the earlier game for Trinidad and Tobago. Where are you, if you were to cast judgment or make an opinion, where do you see your danger players in the Trinidad and Tobago team? Who's the most effective that gets penetration through your squad?
One of the main focuses for this 15s program that we have, because it is a 15s training program, Trinidad and Tobago does have the numbers to field, and of course the 12s opportunity is excellent for us to develop those skills, and a main focus of that team is really that teamwork, having those phases and working together in pods so that as a team each player is essential. We're seeing Daniqua Gordon again, as you can see, she's definitely one of the standouts. But of course, the support is vital.
I like that response, Miss Thomas. That's fantastic, because this is a team sport, and I'm always looking to see who's really making the difference. But it's a fair point. It's a team game, and without the squad, you're not going to win it on your own. That's for sure.
particularly with the 15s format or the 12s here, where you see that every inch counts. Sometimes the scrum is just making inch by inch. When they're rucking over, it's inch by inch. And those athletes that are pushing forward, the work that they're doing is what opens up the space for the try scorers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well said.
Setting up for the line out here.
Interesting putting Kathleen Stephen in the line out. Obviously a very easy person to lift. She's tiny.
We've seen some changes in strategy. Oh, Kalisha Harry making a huge break. Number 1 there. Offloads the ball. It's being contested. Keepa Devines from Tobago has kept that in Trinidad and Tobago hands.
And this is where we can see a bit of an overlap. Can she step around the outside? I think she can.
Katara has some pace. She zips around the outside and touches it down. The first try of the match. 5 points to Trinidad and Tobago from Katara. Katara Monroe.
Just burned around the outside, and then the awareness to know where the sticks are. Let's go and make life easy for the kicker. Pantor pretty solid with her kicking overall. She's going into the wind a little bit here. It's very blustery at the moment. Made it look easy. Congratulations, Pantor.
Nicolette Pantor, a veteran player. She has been playing rugby for Trinidad and Tobago for a very long time and is a very recognizable athlete for the nation.
Yep, always shows up and always shows out. It's a phenomenal player, phenomenal rugby family as well. The brothers doing their own thing now as well. One of them is over in Life University in Georgia, where Gracie Martinez of the Dominican Republic has been playing, one of the top rugby programs in the US.
One of the great things about the Caribbean is that there are so many connections for the teams, for the unions, and sharing those development opportunities. It's not only when we have the opportunity to come together in international competition on the pitch, but the work that's going on behind the scenes, the networking, the connections, the sharing of information. We are going to see amazing things coming out of this region.
Absolutely, agreed. This one's a new face for me, Alex Lewis. Where did she come from? Because in previous years I don't recall her playing. She's made her way into the team through the system there.
Yes, Alex Lewis, she was studying abroad and she's lived in some other countries. She's played rugby in Hong Kong. And I don't want to call countries and get the wrong one, but she is back in Trinidad and Tobago now and really, really happy to have achieved the national cap representing Trinidad and Tobago.
Absolutely, yeah, she's lively, interesting character as well. Dominican Republic are in a good position right now. They've made it to within 10 yards, within a couple of yards.
Here we have Arlene passing off the ball. So close to that try line there.
Can we get the dot over? She's held up phenomenally well there. The Trinidad and Tobago player got the body underneath. And that goes for, is that the half? That's the half-time whistle.
Half-time.
Wow, last gasp. Defense, great
so
work.
Close. The ball held up, so no try there, but at this halftime, the game could still go either way.
Absolutely, great game so far. Trinidad and Tobago girls making a statement, and Dominican Republic coming back into it late in the half, but 7-0 up currently. We're going to go to a break. We're back real shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Gavin McLeavy here with Maria Thomas. We're halfway through this game between Dominican Republic and the Trinidad and Tobago ladies of the 12s competition. First day of the competition here in Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica. The very cloud-covered Mona Bowl in the University of West Indies, better known as UWI. This game progressed quite well. Trinidad and Tobago in their second game of the day, Dominican Republic making a fresh start, first game, probably since, 2019, I think we said. Pantor has been instrumental for Trinidad and Tobago, that inside pass, and then Gordon's made some great yards in several areas of the field. A bigger pack of Trinidad and Tobago causing some damage in a couple of areas across the field as well. Amongst the George sisters alone, you've got real strength in numbers there. Alex Lewis has been busy as well. They're going around that top side for the Trinidad and Tobago try. Real turn of pace, and that's the danger. Trinidad and Tobago on the male and the female side of the game always got plenty of speed out wide, and Pantor, Mrs. Reliable, getting over the extra two. Try and get an interview with her shortly. Dominican Republic got held up at the last minute. Phenomenal tackle. I didn't catch who it was that made that tackle earlier, but to roll the Dominican body on top of her so that she couldn't dot it down was phenomenal right at the death of the first half. So the Dominican Republic team are out there a little bit early.
In April, you competed in round 7s in Bahamas. How is the team adjusting to the format of 12s here in Jamaica today?
Well, we did play in the round 7s in Bahamas, and this game is quite a slower version of the rugby. We would have put in a lot of training, so we basically doing what we would have learned in training, and we are applying it out here on the pitch.
So you're working with Coach Alexandria Olton. What are some of the strategies that are being implemented to keep this team building and progressing towards 15s?
Well, what she told us is to always be aggressive, confident, and to always back ourselves and support our teammates out there. So we're basically going to stick to the coach's instructions and display just that and carry out the functions that we need to.
Assistant Coach Gio, it is wonderful to see the Dominican Republic here. I know you've had challenges attending tournaments. What does it mean for your team to be here, and how do you feel about the performance in this first half?
The girls are very excited. We've just been looking forward to growing the game and finding more opportunities to bring, groups of women like to come and play at any time. So obviously they're all very excited to come here. It's exciting to be in Jamaica. And honestly, they put up a great fight. I know they're all frustrated with little mistakes that they've made, but I know that, their whole thing is to find union and, work together and connection.
Do you have any key specific things that you're going to work on in the second half of this game?
I think they're really looking forward to getting a little bit more aggressive. It's something that we were talking about, like backing ourselves. We work really hard at home, and now it's just about bringing every single ounce of that energy and putting it all out there on the field for the second half.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get this second half underway. Fantastic interviews. Thanks very much for that, Maria Thomas. We're getting a quick interview with a couple of the contributors to this game. Dominican Republic on the right-hand side, kicking to the Trinidad and Tobago ladies on the left in the black and red jerseys. One point to note that we've got a new referee substitution in the middle of the park. Had a problem. Raheem, I'm not sure if he was physically okay or maybe a radio problem. I'm not sure, but we switched referee to Fabi from Mexico. Will do an equally good job, I'm absolutely sure.
I can hear you.
So, a tap and restart for Trinidad and Tobago. That's a massive pack running at the Dominican Republic defence. Taken down well though, managed well. Stevens releases to the second pod. Good phase work. There was hands in there from Dominican Republic, and TNT held on to the ball too long. They've gone for a quick play the ball. Gracie Martinez couldn't keep a hold of that one.
You can see how Trinidad and Tobago is lining up in pods for each of the phases.
Chicas, acá por favor.
Yeah, just got notification. Raheem, the referee that was in the middle, has had a problem with his hamstring, so he stepped aside. It's a lot of work out here, ladies and gentlemen. There's the referees. You'd be surprised how much running the referees get through, and occasionally they will get injured as well.
Crouch!
So Fabi stepping in to do that. That's the voice you can hear in the background just now.
Set.
This is a Trinidad and Tobago put in for the scrum.
Up,
Kathleen Stevens.
Did you hear me? No. Okay. No, it's okay. Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold! Hold! Use it! Hold!
Okay, they've given it to Dominican Republic and they're going to go quick. Unusual from the Trinidad and Tobago ladies not to dominate the scrum.
It may be, Gavin, because there's a mismatch in the scrum a little bit with the height. It makes it very difficult to keep the balance for the teams, and it is the responsibility of the players to keep their own balance and not be propped up by the opposing team.
Absolutely. So they've got Dominican Republic in position right now, just inside Trinidad and Tobago half. The knock on there.
Yes.
So that will be a TNT ball.
What's happening?
Let's see if we can fix that scrum. Again, there is a massive height advantage for Trinidad and Tobago. That, I'm sure, doesn't make things balanced.
We've seen how they've been using that strategy in their lineouts. They've got height in their boosters, and then they're able to put up someone who's easy to keep in the air.
Which makes sense if they've got the smaller person to lift. Life's a bit easier. A good shove, a good push from the Dominican Republic. Didn't manage to come away with the ball though. And Gordon going direct down that short side. Bringing in her forwards as support. And again, direct aiming to get towards the 50-yard line. That looks like a maul right now and they're making progress. One of the George sisters in amongst there. Screaming for support and making some good yards.
That's right, you hear them calling that drive.
Here, please.
We have a bilingual match happening right now.
Number.
Referee Fabiola is bilingual and she began her rugby career at Rugby Jalisco in Mexico.
So yeah, interesting one for her. The whole English-Spanish thing. This is great.
Out. And it's okay. It's okay. And it's not straight. It's okay.
So that'll be Trinidad and Tobago with the scrum this time. Not straight in the line out. Interesting to see Gracie Martinez. Looks like she's playing at hook for the Dominican Republic. I think that's a new position for her. Normally working as a flank or a back.
Set. Hold. Hold.
Ball is in, and another good push from the Dominican Republic, but TNT managed to hold them off. Long, deep pass. Gordon wants to come this way. Pant off, skip pass. Is there space around the edge here? Good cover tackle. Well defended. the number 14, Custodio. Wrapped up the danger girl really well, Monroe. Thought she was away for a second. Custodio wrapping well and pushing her out just prior to the halfway line. And the short ball there wasn't straight though. The intention's right, execution poor.
Line out. Se lo diste a las manos.
Sí, pero ella estaba en la línea, yo no estaba en el medio. Ella estaba en la línea.
Tiene que haber una disputa pareja. Última vez.
Chica, ¿cómo lo puedo tirar?
Lots of Spanish going on in there. A bit of a debate about what's considered straight and what isn't, but referee always going to win those arguments. Ball drops the side of Dominican Republic this time. Now they're going to work it wide. A little loop around, goes to ground.
¿No hay ventaja, chicas?
Tandia Jack contesting the ball there. Interesting difference between the 12s and 7s. Takes a little bit more time for the set pieces. We can see this back line here for both teams just looking to get in on some action.
Bind. Set. Hold.
Another big shove from Dominican Republic. They're really working hard to cause problems for the Trinidad and Tobago pack. There's not much space out here. She's run out of acreage on this tide. Panto goes to ground eventually. Kathleen Stephen looking for her forwards. Somehow manages to keep a hold of that.
Tiempo fuera. Capitán.
That's Captain Leah Cantiba there. And you can see substitutions staying warm on the side.
¿Es la última vez? Sí, que me voy a ver. Okay. Gracias. Time on. It's a scrum, forward pass. Yeah.
So Dominican Republic will get this scrum for a forward pass. That breeze is causing some problems for both teams.
Seeing Dominican Republic getting some depth in their line.
Bind. Set. Hold.
And this time Trinidad and Tobago getting the big push on. But again, Dominican Republic going away with the ball this time.
Ventaja.
That's going to be a Trinidad and Tobago ball dropped by Dominican Republic.
Go ahead.
Seeing the replay there. Good effort by Dominican Republic, but unfortunately just knocked on. Substitutions going on for the pitch for Trinidad and Tobago. And it looks like Dominican Republic has some substitutions as well. They may need to wait for the next phase.
We made it. Okay. Up, ladies. Go ahead. One and four.
The referee giving the chance for Dominican Republic to make their substitutions.
Time on. Crouch.
Alright, let's see if we can get this thing going again. Stevens for the put-in.
Set. Hold. Hold.
Ball comes out the back a lot cleaner this time. Pantor's looking to kick it. She finds some space back here. Oh, and did she manage to pick it up? No. Potentially a knock on there. That's got to be frustrating. I think she was looking at the try line already, Katira Monroe. But there's some pace there and there's good communication between the centres and the wings right now for Trinidad and Tobago. If they can capitalise on that, that's where they're going to find some points. Bianca Garcia is the put-in scrum half for Dominican Republic.
We just saw the reaction there from the technical team and the coach on the sidelines. We focus so much on the players, but the technical teams, they put so much work into developing and preparing for tournaments that they're definitely feeling the pressure.
Lots of very short nails after a lot of biting, I'm thinking, many of these coaches. Oh, and it looks like Trinidad and Tobago stole that one.
One of the things that we see in many of the unions is the technical teams, coaches, management working together to make sure that the resources available can get to all of the teams for development of rugby in the regions.
Yeah, I think there's the nice addition of obviously Sevens being in the Olympics now. That helps because you've got a lot of these countries get funding from their Olympic committee. I think that's helped a lot of these smaller nations, especially. A little bit of pre-push. You can't push before the ball's in, ladies. So Dominican Republic going quickly. Stiff arm. Looking for contact. Beats a couple. Ball is made available. Offside, I think. That'll be Dominican Republic to play again, to go again. There's a space there for her to go through. She looks at it. She gets caught though. Pantor with a good tackle. Now it's going to go the other way, holding on to the ball a little bit too long. And Stevens goes from inside her 22. She wants to run this ball. Really aggressive work there from the Trinidad Tobago defence to get that ball stopped quickly. Good tackle, Phillips from Trinidad and Tobago. High tackle there from one of the Dominican Republic players in what resembled the maul but had their arm around the neck. Can't be done. Kathleen Stevens attempts the kick but doesn't connect properly. Now she's going to try and make the tackle. Martinez into contact, driving, pumping the legs. Now to work with the second phase of forwards. She's a little isolated there. Support's arriving now though. Quick recycle, well done. Looking at that outside centre channel. Do they work around the corner or do they come back the same way? Work around the corner. Looking for their winger, Custodio. She gets past one or two. She makes it into the 22. Yellow card. Looks like for Martinez. Not sure for what.
Okay. Está tiempo fuera. Está bien, está bien. ¿Necesita médico?
Bodies on the floor out there as well. Some medical attention needed.
As we mentioned before, this is a round super week, which means there have been training and education courses and programs that preceded this tournament. Development extends from the players to the technical teams, coaches, managers, referees, officials, medics, commentary. There are so many different areas within rugby, and working together we can really put together an amazing product that can reach you in your home thanks to SportsMax for this tournament. You can follow live online following the link, and you can watch on all SportsMax channels as well. We are here at the UE Mona Bowl. Excellent hosts here in Jamaica, and we're very excited to know that there's going to be more of this to come.
Yep, plenty of games left to go today and all through this coming weekend.
Time.
I think we're going to get back into this game now. Kathleen Stevens fires it to her pod of forwards. Met well by the Dominican Republic defence. Had to dig that ball out a little bit. Ball's gone loose. Phillips tries to scoop it up. They're working wide, but there's good pressure from the Dominican Republic getting up in their faces. She's working quickly. She's very close to that line. Didn't take it from the right spot though. I think there's a flag blown onto the field. Have to get rid of that before we continue play. It could be dangerous. Something to trip over.
In case you were uncertain, yes, the wind is that strong here today.
Yeah, just to the left of us, there's like a valley. That wind kind of rushes through the valley in between these very steep mountains. Oh, there was a two-man overlap there on this bottom side from Dominican Republic. They didn't get the opportunity to take advantage of it. Good work defensively from Trinidad and Tobago. Going to go the same way. Big stiff arm, taking a hand to the face. That's no fun. Enough bodies for Trinidad and Tobago in there. There's someone latched onto that ball. Is that a good or a bad thing for Trinidad and Tobago? It's going to go the Dominican Republic way. Couldn't hold her feet apparently. But Dominican Republic still think they're in this game. They're very close. They've got numbers on that top side if they can get around. Got a couple of minutes left. Gonna have to work quickly and decisively to make anything happen here. And she's gone quickly on her own and nobody was paying any attention. They did manage to stop her right on the line. Smart work, going for the pick and go, and she's been held up. Space out here if they can let that ball go. There's an opportunity for them to go over in the corner. Can they get there? And held up again, just shy of the line. Another attempt at a pick and go. That looks like it's on the ground, but I don't know if the referee has seen it. The AR has got a good view of it. She'll go and consult. I think that's down. What about you?
Seeing the consultation there, now we're getting the replay, seeing where the ball is held up.
So it was passed backwards. Is that okay? That looks okay. And then this is the definitive. That's short of the line from what I can see. Wow, okay, so it's going to be a Dominican Republic scrum at this stage. Short of the line, no try Dominican Republic, so it's still 7-0 to Trinidad and Tobago.
Seeing the intensity building, particularly towards the end of these matches.
Yeah, some of these matches are very, very tight, even in the early stages of the competition, which is unusual. Dominican Republic have got an opportunity here to get themselves equal with, this is almost the There's space out there. The ball has gone to hand. Custodia's got wheels, but she's chased down, violently thrown to ground. Can they work it the other way again? They're trying, looking for space. There's a lot of traffic in the middle of that park. Coming to the near side again. It's 2v1. Can she get the offload? No, she cannot. Not sure who's got that ball. It went forward somewhere on the line. And Trinidad and Tobago managed to hang on, defending solid against the Dominican Republic, 7 points to 0. Great result for the Trinidad and Tobago. Dominican Republic will be disappointed with that one. They couldn't get across the white line. TNT are going to be happy. Dominican Republic have got some kinks to work out going forward into this competition. On the scoreboard, TNT taking control of that game. Size and strength is what absorbed a lot of the energy from the Dominican Republic team, and then they attacked out on the outside. Just the one time was enough. There's a couple of Trinidad and Tobago forwards there that really are not easy to bring down at all. Big size difference. Will that serve them in the long run for this competition? There really is some amazing speed around the outside for both of those teams. Interesting game, and then having that try over there in the top side, and a solid kick from Pantor. So many opportunities for the Dominican Republic to get over the line, but held up very well defensively. Fair play to Trinidad and Tobago, multiple times holding up the Dominican Republic attack, and that's a happy coach there. But this is where Trinidad and Tobago has got that next level of skill set. That little grubber kick through was phenomenal. That would have been game over for sure earlier in the game if she'd have managed to scoop that up. Nice kick from Pantor. And again, Dominican Republic really working hard to get to that line and being held up just short or held up literally multiple times. And it's just maybe Trinidad and Tobago just wanted it a little bit more. It was scrappy, wasn't pretty, but they got the job done, and that's all they care about. They want the points. A good game and a happy group of ladies.
We're here with Coach Andre Castillo and co-captain Denise Zambon. We're seeing that energy you were talking about, all smiles here. How are you feeling after that game?
¿Cómo te sientes después de esa jugada?
Ok, bien. Entiendo que las chicas se entregaron y lucharon bastante en el terreno, y eso es algo que se aprecia mucho. No siempre la victoria es el resultado final del esfuerzo, y entendemos que es gratificante lo que hemos visto hoy.
Very good. We actually pushed very hard. The results doesn't determine the way we play, and I think that's something good. We came out with good energy.
That's wonderful. So glad to have you in the tournament, and all the best for your next games.
Thank you. Muchísimas gracias.
Okay, me too.
Deseo suerte en el próximo partido.
Gracias. Voy a hacer eso, ¿viste? Do I know you?
Alexandria Olton.
Coach Alexandria Olton, how are you feeling after that win?
Absolutely ecstatic. The team really worked hard for that. Not a super high scoring match, but incredible defensive work, holding up 2 tries, making sure that we protected our area. The team organized defensively remarkably well, played through the pattern, and absolutely incredible play from them.
What are some of the standout achievements that you were hoping to see in this match?
Just to stay disciplined to what we've been working on, stay consistent, see the foundational skills of that 15s game that we're working towards. So absolutely, they've already hit all the targets and more. The win was just an added bonus. So
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Looking forward to seeing more from you.
Thank you.